Hello guys, so today we're going to be talking about some of the weirdest conspiracy theories to TV shows. It's going to be part one. Just as a heads up, some people might not like this, they might find it uncomfortable or disturbing, so if you want to not watch this, I totally understand and get it, so I know conspiracy theories can make some people uncomfortable. So with that's your disclaimer, without further ado, let's get into it. So one of the first theories that absolutely blew my mind when I started to look this up, okay? I was a huge Saved by the Bell fan, and apparently there's a theory that Bayside High is nothing more than Zach's dream. Could you imagine? If you guys don't know, originally the first season was Good Morning Miss Bliss, and then after that it turned into Saved by the Bell. But when it was in that, it included a few of the main characters, but then it had some different people, as well as it was in a completely different place. Originally, he went to John F. Kennedy Junior High School in Indiana, then to Bayside High School in California. So it is believed that a lot of people think it's like his fantasy of all of a sudden he's the main guy, suddenly girls are attracted to him. You know, he's got all these popular friends. People also say that's why they think so many people idolize him and he gets away with so many ridiculous plans and schemes that he has. I was kind of iffy at this, but then the more and more I started thinking about it, I kind of forgot until rewatching it on Hulu and then watching the first season and then to the second one. And then this is based off of me, but in when it starts being in Saved by the Bell, he starts talking about how Jesse has been his friend and in his life and his next door neighbor since he was a child, but she wasn't in the first season. It was somebody else. Granted, I know this is just a show, but it just kind of could coincide a little bit with that. The creators of this didn't say yes or no to this, but it's definitely interesting. And I didn't know there was a theory on, Zach having this fantasy world. So it really interested me, and I'm sure there's other Saved by the Bell fans. And let's not forget that last season was so messy, where it was very choppy and it went back and forth with having different characters, and it was a messy timeline if anybody really watched it. But big fan. I was a huge fan, and I had no idea that this existed. So definitely very interesting, and I really liked hearing about this. So let's get on to the next one. This one I've heard before, and this is about the Flintstones. And this always really interested me because I've heard of this one a lot, even growing up. I heard it even from my parents. But it's that the Jetsons and the Flintstones are both in the same world and that they're existing at the same state currently, where apparently it was bombed back to the Stone Age, okay? And that's why the Flintstones have all this stuff and they use the materials that they have now at their, like, pretty much how to use it as to mimic modern technology. I'm trying to figure out how to put that, but if you guys remember, they used like different types of animals and weird things where they would kind of mimic the technology. Granted, again, I know it's a show, but it still made it fun. But then the Jetsons, they think they were like more pretty much the rich people, okay? And they live in Orbit City and they were built above the clouds. And I was like, you know what, that's pretty interesting. They can afford to live in that fancy new society, but then the working class, like the Flintstones, would be forced to live in the ruins of the earth and what's left. And it's not really that far fetched. It's actually really interesting to me. And I was like, you know what, that actually, it's made by like the same time, same people, and it wouldn't be completely outrageous to think they are in the same timeline world. A lot of different cartoons especially do that, but it really had me thinking, and it wasn't the first time I've heard of it. And then once I started looking up conspiracy theories about TV shows and this came up, I was like, oh my god, I remember my parents talking about that when I was little. Watching Saturday morning cartoons, watching Boomerang was a big deal. I'm sure it was to other people as well. This is going to be the end of the first part. I'm going to be making a bunch more. And let me know how you like this. Give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Remember, this is all in good fun. It's just about, TV shows. It's nothing too serious. But either way, I always find it really interesting. So let me know down below anything you guys want to know about and any theories you guys want me to talk about. All right, well, thanks, guys.